right. So I'm sure you were waiting for me to talk about this after game one because the New York Islanders looked awful in game one, and me being an Islander fan, obviously I have to talk about it because now we are 2 games into this series here in the Eastern Conference Finals, and the New York Islanders are down 2-0, and it does not look good for my New York Islanders. So we're going to take a look at this series so far. And we'll be looking at that in this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey and want to see the latest news around the NHL, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. And let's take a look at the Islanders and Tampa Bay Lightning Eastern Conference Series. All right, so we're 2 games into this series now. We're starting to see what's going on here with the New York Islanders. Game one was a total disappointment for the Islanders, and it really started in the first period and just never seemed to let up. 8-2, the New York Islanders would lose in game one. Just an awful game overall. They just really didn't get much going. That goal in the first period kind of kept it close when it was 1-1. But after that, the Islanders had nothing. The Islanders had nothing in this game. Everybody seemingly was getting on the board for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Yanni Gourde and Braden Point each had multi-goal games. Victor Hedman got on the board. Nikita Kucherov, Andre Palat, everybody got on the board for the Tampa Bay Lightning, including even Ryan McDonough. So the Tampa Bay Lightning were getting things going, and the Islanders had nothing. It just looked awful for the New York Islanders in game one. 34 shots for the Lightning in game one, 24 for the New York Islanders. That's an issue right there. The Islanders don't like to be giving up that many shots. And not that the Islanders' goaltending is weak, but you need that defensive style of the Islanders to kind of help protect the goaltenders a little bit. And they were not able to do that in that game. Power plays was a big thing for the Tampa Bay Lightning in game three. They went 3 for 6 on the power play. The Islanders went 1 for 5 in game one. And that was a big issue for the Islanders, throughout the entire season and in this postseason. The Islanders' inability to score on the power play, you can't have that against the Tampa Bay Lightning. They're just way too skilled. They're going to score on the power play, and they did that in game one. And the Islanders, you could even see, they even showed videos of, the New York Islanders basically getting mocked and laughed at on the bench by the Tampa Bay Lightning mid-game there in game one. And that's pretty frustrating as an Islander fan to see that, the disrespect. It reminds me a lot of a couple of years back when the Pittsburgh Penguins were demolishing the New York Islanders. Rick DiPietro got in a fight, one of his last games in the NHL, and there was a full-on brawl that next game that the Islanders played against the Pittsburgh Penguins. If you look up Islanders, Penguins, Friday night brawl, you'll see the video. Tons of old Islanders, Trevor Gillies, Michael Haley, all those those goons around the NHL were on the Islanders at that point, and they were all in the lineup to beat up on the Penguins. Mostly Pascal Dupuis, who also hit Blake Como. But again, this is me going on a tangent, but the Islanders' disrespect level, and I kind of saw that in game one of this series. So I was hoping for a little bit of a fight back. Maybe not the Friday night brawl that we saw back in 2010 against the Penguins, but some sort of response from the Islanders. And we did see that in game two. This series got a lot more intense. And not that the Islanders series against the Capitals or the Flyers or the Florida Panthers, for that matter, that they were very tame compared to this game two in this series. And to say I was disappointed with the results last night is an understatement. The Islanders looked pretty solid. They outshot the Lightning most of the game. The Lightning only had 3 shots in that first period. Brock Nelson took a couple of questionable hits, which I was not a fan of. Alex Killorn takes that penalty, that 5-minute boarding penalty. And did the Islanders score on that? Absolutely not, because they are the New York Islanders. You're right. Yes, that's the answer. So the Islanders' inability to score on the power play continues to be a problem. Tampa Bay Lightning's ability to score on the power play and take momentum from the Islanders on their inability to score power plays has been an issue, and I think that's going to continue at this point for the Islanders. The Lightning are reading the way the Islanders play. That dump and chase game, the Lightning are quick on the puck as it gets behind the net, and they're able to quickly get it back out. And the Islanders' just inability to get possession in the offensive zone It's been an issue, and I don't know how they're going to fix it here over the next couple of games. It reminds me of the Carolina Hurricanes series last year, and it's not looking good for the Islanders, I believe, till the end. But man, this is a tough way to go, especially in game two where they looked solid. And in that final minute, things got a little shaky. And with 7.6 something seconds left, Nikita Kucherov ends it in regulation. A miscue by some of the defensemen. And the Islanders are going home down 2-0 in this series. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think of the New York Islanders? What do they have to fix in this series to maybe make a case to even consider them coming back in this series? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, and want to see the latest news around the NHL, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.